Assalamualaikum to everyone, especially to you, Ma'am Shah. I am RP Sangaban, and in this part, I'm going to talk about the principle of directing. So, principle of directing is one of the important function of the management. It also involves guiding, supervising, motivating, and leading employees to achieve organizational goal effectively. Proper directing helps them maintain coordinations between employees and management, ensuring smooth function of the organization. So in this part, let me discuss the major principle of directing. So the first one is principle of maximum individual contribution. This principle states that the management should adopt policies and practices that motivate employee to give their best performance. Every employee should contribute their maximum effort towards achieving organizational objectives. Is kapag ang employee or empleyado ay motivated, they work harder and improve their performance. They are also increase their contribution to help the organization to grow and achieve success. So because of that, both of the employees and organizations will benefit from this principle. Like example, kapag ang kumpanya ay nag-provide ng rewards, promotion, bonuses, or recognition program, is ma-encourage ang worker na mas magtrabaho ng maayos. So the second one is the principle of harmony of objectives. So this principle states that there should be a coordination between the objectives of employee and the objectives of the organization. So usually ang employees is work for the salaries, promotion, job security, and personal growth, while the organization is to aim to earn profit, increase productivity, and expand businesses. So sometimes these objectives may conflict. Therefore, management should create harmony between them so that both sides can benefit together. Meaning to say, if the employee feels that their personal goals are being fulfilled, they will cooperate more with the organization. Dahil doon is nakaka-create sila ng teamwork, satisfaction, and uh, better performance. Like example, kapag ang company is nag-earn ng high profit, then pwedeng mag-share ito sa part of benefit with employees and uh, um, in in form of bonuses or incentives. Is principle of unity of command. So according to these principles, an employee should receive order and instruction from the one supervisor at a time. So if a worker receives instruction from different manager, confusion and conflict may arise. So this may reduce efficiency and discipline in the workplace. Meaning to say, having one boss help employee clearly understand kung ano yung kailangan nilang trabahuin, kung sino yung responsible sa pagbigay ng instruction, and also kung sino or kung kanino sila pwedeng mag-report. So this improve discipline, communication, and also accountability. Like example, a clerk working in the account department should report only in the account manager, not to multiple departments. Next is principle of appropriateness of direction techniques. So this principle states that managers should use suitable direction technique according to the situation and need of employee. Proper method of supervision, leadership, communication, and motivation should be adopted for effective management. Ibig sabihin, different situation and requires different leadership and communication styles. Managers should choose techniques that help employees understand their work clearly and perform efficiently. Like example, ang manager ay pwedeng gumamit ng discussion, meeting, or training program para mag-guide ang employee na maayos. Number 5, principle of managerial communication. So according to this principle, management should ensure that employee clearly understand the information and instruction given to them. Meaning to say, good communication reduces the confusion and misunderstanding. Employees should uh, receive the same meaning and message intended by government or management. Clearly communication are also save time because workers do not need to repeatedly ask and for clarification. So one of the most common example for this is when a manager explain work the instruction clearly during the meeting and provide written guidelines to the employee. So number 6 is principle of use informal organization. So this principle highlight the importance of informal communication within the organization. Along with a formal communication channel, there should also be free exchange of informations between senior and subordinate, meaning an informal communication helps to strengthen relationship among employees and improve coordination. It also supports the formal organizations by making communication faster and easier. Like example, employee discussing work-related problem informally during the break can help solve issues quickly. So the number 7 is principle of leadership. So this principle states that managers should provide good leadership while directing employees. Effective leadership influence the and inspire the employees to work willingly towards organization goal. Ibig sabihin, kapag ang leader is nag-motivate ng employee, it may build confidence and guide them to right direction. And employees are more likely to follow instruction kapag sila ay nire-respeto at also pinagkakatiwalaan ng kanilang leader. Like example, kapag ang team leader is nag-motivate or na-motivate niya ang kanyang employee during the difficult project and support them in solving problem. And the last one is principle of follow through. So according to this principle, managers should continuously monitor whether employees are following instruction and policies properly. Management should collect feedback and check the progress of work regularly. Meaning to say, directing does not after giving instruction. Manager should ensure that employees are implementing the direction correctly and achieving expected result. Like example, manager regularly review employee performance and take feedback to improve work process. And that's all. Thank you, shukran, and wasalam.